Welcome home, family and fellow citizens of the African Order. I'm here with another video, and the topic of this discussion is: does racism have to be taught in order for it to survive? I see a lot of memes on social media where it depict black children and white children playing with each other, and I read the comments, and generally they're like, as long as don't nobody teach children racism, it'll just go away. Children don't see color, and I totally oppose that ideology. First of all, a child will play with a box. So having black children and white children playing with each other proves nothing. My question is, what happens to the dynamics between blacks and whites over time? And when you look at that, then you start to see why racism still exists today. When you look at, you know, the education, when you look at the communities that black children live in as opposed to whites, when you look at the institutions that serve and provide essential needs and services for our people, when you look at the jobs and the people who enforce the laws in our community, these are generally white people. And over time, the white child and the black child, when they see this, their perspective of each other start to change. Whites get a superior feel about themselves, while blacks, they get an inferior feeling about themselves. And nothing shows more than when these children who can achieve equally in education and opportunity, when they get of college age, when you have a superior goals, you have a superior ambition. Whites will go to college looking to own or control businesses and institutions. They looking to hire and employ and direct and guide people. When blacks get to college age and seeing everything around them, they have an inferior disposition, which will have inferior ambition. They will go to college with the same degree that whites have, or come out of college with the same degree that whites have, and they're looking to apply for a job. They're looking somewhere for somebody to hire them. And then when they get the position, then they be looking over their shoulder constantly for somebody that could possibly fire them. The dynamics change because of everything around them. And but I don't so much look at this between black and white. I don't really care about that. I focus on this format here. I focus on my people. I look at the black on black dynamic and how this affect our people. And I see it as a lot of black people that experience this, that go through the same things that we all go through. Um, a lot of blacks accept this. They accept their role. They accept the position that whites are in, and they accept the position that they're in. And if any black person or black organization think differently, they're considered outcasts. Um, they're called either rebels or lazy, you know. Um, and then don't let a black person or group try to build um, in our community what whites have in theirs. Your own black mother, your own black father, your black brothers and sisters, they'll fight you. Why you wanna build that there? You can just go to the white neighborhood and do it. Don't build that here. These Negroes ain't do nothing but tear down. They won't they won't do anything to buck the trend or change the direction of black people. Anybody that try to do that, like I said, your own black parents will turn on you. I've seen it too many times. Let a white person say something I want to come to the cookout. And let me say, no, brother, you just stay with your own, we'll stay with our own. I'm immediately attacked by 8, 9 different black people. You're the reason why racism still exists. I'm saying, what, little old me? I'm the reason why racism still exists. I don't govern nobody. I don't hire nobody. I don't limit, deny um, access to nothing. How am I the reason racism still exists? Just because I don't want Whitey to come to our cookout? And all the while, whites have destroyed communities that blacks have built, who built better lives outside the system than what they could have attained within this system. And I'm the villain. I'm the bad guy because I want us to build our own. I don't want my people to every time they look around and everywhere they want to go or everything they want to do or everything they want to be, they got to go to get Whitey's permission at every step of the way. I want my children to have a sense of superiority, a sense of determination. But they can't have that in an environment where we don't own no businesses or control no industries. We don't govern our own people. Everything we look at, education, employment, law enforcement, governing by, they're all white. So how can we tell our people, how can we tell our children, our grandchildren, they can be whatever they want to be when whatever they want to be is owned and controlled by somebody else? I could see telling your child they can have these lofty goals, lofty ambitions, and we've owned and controlled these industries. We done laid the path. We done paved the way for them to do it. And it's not to make it easy for them, but to make life easier for them. It's a big difference. But you think like that, and like I said, your own people will turn against you and make problems for you. And that's sad. But before I end this video, let me say this. You know, and to conclude this, white people don't teach their children racism, not because they don't want racism. They don't teach it because they don't have to. It surrounds us. It's like osmosis. Whenever you see somebody in a position of authority, it's white, and that changes the perspective of our people. And as long as we're in this environment, it's always going to be that way. And don't think for a second that Whitey is just going to up and change the system just to share equally the assets, the political advantage, the judicial advantage, the economic advantage, just to share things equally with you. An advantage that they have and been passing down to their children for generations. You think they're going to just change all of that and open up institutions and your child go to school, it's the same as a white child go to school, and they go strictly by the grades. And let's say your black child outperform the white child. You think the white person that's in charge of the institution is going to let that black child in there and leave that white child out? These are the last days, and it's time we get our act together, because we ain't got too many more days to get our act together. Let's come together as a people. Let's reject these roles that we were born in and build economic, political, judicial, and industrial paths of our own, so our children can live the life that they deserve and not be servants to this one. I'm going to end this video here, and if you like this message, please share it. And if you like the content, consider subscribing to the channel. And with this video, as with all my videos, it is for the complete liberation of my people, and I'll see you in my next message. Ashe.